Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I figured I'd hop on and do a video because I don't know whether I will be super active in the next week and a half or so because 10 days away from getting married. Today, specifically, I am working on cleaning up some photo frames to display some photos at the wedding. Uh, some of them we need to remove some stuff from because obviously um, brides are not no bride is going to get kissed at this wedding necessarily, nor is it a Mr. and Mrs. So we got to fix up a couple of things. But we printed photos. Like, this is odd. Like, we finally developed some photos of us for the first time since like 2019 or 2020. So if you looked at like our house, like all of our photos are just like ancient photos of us. So it feels nice. Like, these are all for the wedding, but obviously we'll be able to display them when we get home as well. And now that we're 10 days out, I've had a chance, now that we have almost everything done, now that work is slowing down, now that family shenanigans are calming down, I've now been able to just take a chance to just sit and like reflect and to absorb and to process this huge life event for me. And I mean, if you followed me for any period of time, like a long time ago, like I was always complaining about like dating, like being alone. And like I was firmly convinced at one point in time, because I was so lonely and isolated, that I would never get married. And fast forward 10, 15 years later, it's happening. And with quite possibly one of the most amazing people I've ever known. So I'm really grateful for that. But I've had people be like, Donnie, just have you had a chance to just sit down and like think about it and to process it? And the truth is, no. I've been like just operating at 120%. I've probably been semi-manic the last couple of weeks, between work, the family shenanigans I was mentioning, and then of course going to the PFLAG National Convention. Like, very busy time for like conferences, school, all of that. So now it's slowing down, and now I can breathe. But I'm happy. I think there were a couple of moments this past week where like I was allowed to kind of just like sit and think about it. And what I love is that I'm breaking out 10 days before the wedding. So my body never breaks out. Like, it's probably because I've been so stressed out lately. I'm sure my cortisol levels are just like through the atmosphere at this point. But anyway, no, so last week, I think was it last Friday? I went because I applied for our marriage license, and I went and you probably saw me post about it on my Growing Up with Godzilla Instagram page, but I went and I grabbed our marriage license on Friday, and um, one of my students was working the desk at the county clerk's office. And there was just like this really wholesome moment where my student was just like transfixed over the fact that, one, they're meeting me in person because they're an online student, but two, like that I'm getting married and then gay married on top of it. Like, they had like this moment where they were like, oh my God, like this is amazing. And it made me really emotional because I feel like there have been moments sorry, the lighting is really weird today. There have been moments this like past few months where I just feel like some people have just not been enthused or like looking forward to our wedding. So like, even having someone, like somebody I don't even really know, just be like, oh my God, we're really excited. Like, it really meant a lot. I really appreciated it. I have to show you how pretty our maple tree is outside. Look at how gorgeous that is. I love fall. Hopefully the colors stay nice for our wedding. Let's hope that we get some good fall photos. But anyway, no, so like that moment was like really wholesome to me, and it was one of those situations where it kind of coaxed me into being like, okay, Donnie, like these are some moments you should be reflecting on and enjoying, and like pivotal life moments, right? And I think the other recent occurrence was about a couple of days ago. We've been kind of dragging our feet with music for like our ceremony. and we finally stumbled across like a song that both Britt and I love, and we wanted to get a musician on TikTok to do a piano version of it. So we commissioned it, and like I had a day where I was like driving to work and I was just listening to the song like a couple of times, and I cried a little bit. I was just like, oh, this is really happening, you know. It's interesting. Like I always like I mean, if you've watched my stuff a long time ago, you knew that like I always wanted to find someone. But I think I had gotten so discouraged that I like when I was going through every dating woe in the universe, I really didn't think I'd find my person, and I really did not have any vision in my mind for getting married. I had just kind of like taken that vision and just like excised it from my mind because I was like, nope, like I'm not even gonna dream about it. I'm not going to fantasize about it, nothing. And now that I'm like a week out, a week and a half out, I'm like having these like visions of the wedding, like these imaginings, these, and it's been great. I've been really enjoying it. So, no, we're just, 7 days out. Well, 10 days out. I can't count. Um, and I'm really excited. And I'm really grateful that I get to spend that day you know, with people I care about. So I did have a person ask me if I'm recording the wedding, if I'm live streaming the wedding. I am not live streaming the wedding because I want to be fully mentally present and I don't want to be distracted by like technology or anything. So I will not be streaming the wedding, but I will have some people like recording probably segments of, our ceremony and the reception and everything that I will probably share in the form of like shorts or something here and there. Or maybe I'll do a video, like a post wedding recap video. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now because obviously I have major things to focus on. So let me know how you're doing in the comments. Of course, as always, click like. Go watch the recent couple episodes of Growing Up with Godzilla. They've been kick ass. So please go give them a watch. And thank you as always for supporting my work, and thank you for being on this journey with me for however long you've been here. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.